again, looking ahead to England's second innings, what do they do with Moeen Ali? Maybe he's like a floater. You know, he can't run, he's not going to bat properly, i.e. be able to take ones and twos and run threes for himself or his partner, so maybe he becomes an impact player. Right, get in there, this is the time to put the foot down. Go and do it.
Well, he'd bat ahead of Broad and Anderson, obviously. Maybe not any higher than that, really. You've got Woakes, who bats at 9 at the moment. So if he bats at 8, you know, he's got a test match 100, made some useful runs in this series, Chris Woakes. So maybe just bats at 9.
You never know with this England side, mate. They could bat Stuart Broad at 3. Who knows? Just go and tee off. Offered up the ball to drive. Murphy accepted but missed. 241 for 8.
Quite a nice end to the evening session with the sun out. It's been very cloudy, floodlights on for most of the day, but feels like some of the best batting conditions in the day and possibly the match right now. Australia 241 for 8, 92 overs it's taken them. End up somewhere level with England in double the number of overs. It's amazing how the two teams have approached things so differently. Very fascinating. Any thoughts, wicketkeeper Kartik, on the big controversial incident of an hour ago?
It's been the big talking point this whole evening. Plenty of people in the comm box trying to figure out is out or not out. But for a start, Jonny Bairstow is doing that small little mistake of just his hand hitting the stump and the bails coming off being the biggest part of that.
Pulled high, Root, but it's over his head. It's a short part of the ground, that, to the leg side as Stark swung away, but hit it very sweetly. Murphy, correction. Mitchell Stark, who's in and out of... Murphy has moved to 6 off the mark with that glorious shot to the leg side. He timed it beautifully. Tall, isn't he, and thin, and you look out immediately and think left-handed and Stark. Murphy it is.
He tried the same shot the last ball of Woods over, but didn't connect that one, but this one he really connected it well.
Tries again. He's probably threw the shot too quickly there. Mark Wood rushing in, but slamming the ball into the middle of the surface, and it barely reached Bairstow on the full.
And also going back on the run out, the modern way of doing run outs is making sure you have 1 foot behind the stump, but the other just slightly away, and try and have your gloves in front of the stumps. And along with the ball coming through, you try and take the stumps off. That's the modern way of doing it, especially in white ball cricket. Or Bairstow standing behind the stumps, which is something keepers don't do these days.
Helped away leg side again, and Root this time will do the fielding. That's nicely played by Todd Murphy. 249 for 8.
If you look at Jonny Bairstow here, he's waiting on the ball to come to him behind the stumps. But these days what keepers do is try and get ahead of it, and then along with the momentum of the ball, you take the stumps down, so you get that extra fraction of a second. We've been talking about Jonny Bairstow and keeping quite a bit through the series. He's been pretty solid this game. He's had some tough ones to take, but that run out was a small error in terms of trying to save time.
And as a keeper, that positioning is something you would practice a lot, is it?
Absolutely, because if it happens within the 30-yard circle, then you don't have enough time to do that. But he had time there. The fielder was running in from deep square leg. All he needed was to just get ahead of the stumps with his hands. And then he brings the hands along with the ball as it comes through, and you get the momentum to remove the bails. And you save that extra bit of time. And we've seen that quite a bit with the modern-day wicketkeeper, especially in white ball cricket.
Yeah, that's a good point. Lots to think about, both the positioning of Bairstow